Pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana. Friends all, fellow Guyanese. Sorry for the technical difficulties that we are going through. For some reason, I will not question the Almighty, because this message that I'm going to deliver to you might be an eye-opener or might be an hatred forever. You, the blacks of Guyana, that every time open up your mouth you talk about racism, what the white man done to you. Let me enlighten you. First, you should go down on your knees, because I got your blood in me, don't get me wrong, and thank the European as the white man to buy our ancestors and bring them to colonized country that don't belong to them. Okay? That's one. And they educate us. Today we are some of the greatest leaders and philosophers and teachers and you name it. Are we willing to give it back, to go back to Stone Age? Tribalism? Come on, you hypocrites, answer me. Because every time I heard the white man, the white man, the white man, I blame the white man for one thing, the European. He should have never touched Africa and India. I wouldn't have been here and you wouldn't have been in Guyana. Will you, the blacks in the West Indies and Guyana, give up everything that you have accomplished and got to go back to Africa and give for every one of you 10 of your people to come to visit? Let us say 3 million go to Africa. We bring 30 million in your place. Would you all give that chance? You see, you all talk because you all don't know. I've been to 87 countries. I don't count island. And I will tell you something between the four major races. The European was also slave to their own and foreigners. Read your Bible, read your history book, or is that one hidden from you? The Indian was also slave amongst their own also, and cheap labor that saved slavery in the West Indies, Fiji Island, and other places. Today, I want to make it clear to all of you. We are not here to turn back the clock, but to go forward. We are living in other countries that we have been humiliated, insulted, criticized, and condemned, that we are taking people's jobs. We are coming here to inherit what the America do, when America was the one that created the problem for the first place in Latin and South America and Caribbean and even some part of Africa. But it was done by a good gesture after World War II of Adolf Hitler. If America did not enter that war, all of us would have said, "Hi Hitler," if he was alive. Think of it. So friends, we must respect those who fought the fight so we can be here today. But you, the black race in the Caribbean and Guyana, the white man slaved us, the white man this. Do you know that your ancestors were slaving your great-grandparents? Raping your great-grandmothers and sisters? And if you don't believe me, look how you all got them in Guyana and the Caribbean. You all call them child mother. You all are worse than dogs and cows and wild animals. Because people document which dog went to bed with the other one for the breed, which cow give more milk for the breed, and you, child mother and child father, hypocrites, clean up it, come together, and look forward and not backward. You should go down on your knee and thank the European for bringing you out from Africa and praise your ancestors. Maybe it's your cousin. Maybe it's your uncle. Maybe your great-great-grandfather couldn't take shit from our great-grandparents and sold their ass out. You should go down on your knee and thank them. Because you all are pilots, doctors, scientists, great musicians. Look at Harry Belafonte. Look at Sidney Poitier. Look at some great singers coming from the black world. Played guitar player, saxophone, great musician, soccer player, boxers, and great people making millions and millions. Will you all surrender that? You hypocrites? But you're cussing the European. He was a slave to you. Who was the most? 700 years he ruled Spain. Who was Pharaoh? Who was Caesar? Who was Nebuchadnezzar? They were bloody black people. Okay? Go to Egypt. Go to the Israel where these people bulldozing the Palestinian land. And nobody saying anything. But again, don't blame your great-grandparents in Africa. And don't blame you, the Indians, who come out with cheap labor. Because you all came as indentured slavery for a price. And Burnham take your money and build the culture center. And today we have people in Buxton, Pleasance, asking for reparation. Come on, David Hines. Come on, Norton. Come on, Joseph, and all your rest of PNC members, you're black people, by the way. And some of you might be mixed and don't know. I'm only asking a question. I'm not condemning you or criticizing you or blaming you for nothing. Let me ask you this question civilizedly. When you ask for emancipation, that you must be paid because your ancestors were slaves, and also your great-grandparents' land, is it in Guyana or Africa where the European brought you from? And if you have to get paid, who must pay you? Must the Chinese in Guyana pay you, the Portuguese? Or the East Indian? Or the Douglas? Or the Buckman? Or Buckwoman? You bloody hypocrites. Who must pay you? Let it be known to you. For 28 years, black people rule Guyana with Burnham and Hite. What have you done to the Amerindian, the real son of the soil? The soldiers and police raped their women and inbreed them. When Burnham went and take away their land where nobody should not touch, and say that bring them into the hemisphere of the 6 people, 6 nations, and 6 destiny, or 1 destiny. I hope hell got that bastard and jacket. Okay? And I mean it. The real son of Guyana was murdered by Jenny and him, the late Honorable Walter Radney, by 2 miserable parasites, Burnham and Jagan. God, I was afraid of the unity. Y'all may not like me. And for you, the black police, and the commander who passed the order to beat my son naked and didn't give medical treatment, you have committed a human rights violation, penalty by death. And if you miss it, your children, children shall answer the call. We are all dead people. If the Indian refuse to pick up arms, this Portuguese, we are not refusing, but I will use my 2 arms to dirty it to save you all from what is about to come. Because many of you will eat your filth and crawl on this dirt that God make you walk on, because you're a parasite to the human race and to society. All right? You blame the white man today when you benefit from what he done. Give it up. If you bloody woman, give up the drawers and the clothes you wear, bitch. And if you're a man, give up the underwear and your 3-piece suit, you bloody cannibal. I call you that, do what you like. Let it be known, these hands are brown, but they could get red. It's not a threat, especially when Brazil is playing a diplomatic game and they could come through. You don't have a force to stop them. And Venezuela wants 60%. And so now want New River. New River sound to me like the Red River that Moses crossed. Don't make me get to that area. We must live in peace with love and understanding. And we will die whether we're running or standing. Okay? We are not afraid of the grave. Moses died. Muhammad died. Only Jesus come up from the graveyard, as they say. Noah died. Abraham died. George Christ have to die. But we don't want to hurt innocent people. So you could take it how you all like it. Every crime you all committed against us. And the DPP dressed like Frankenstein's daughter. And because of political bourgeoisie, you use your office for deny us justice, but may Allah curse your womb. And your daughters, if they have any, and your son. For you shall eat the bread the devil need if you have hands in what you deny us justice. And for the coolie businessman in Sheriff Street, and the one in Bagastong that sent people to break up our business 24/7 and use Ramdat as horseman, and a little black guy play come from Dutch Guyana, may God have mercy upon your soul. We want justice. We are not the revengeful kind. But I'm letting y'all know we are not going to be afraid to go to that if y'all push us. All right? But it's better to death than to surrender and live in racism and corruption. Take it from me today. For who you know behind us, y'all will shake. But remember these words. I'll give you a hint. Long live the United States. Joe Biden is the president of Guyana. All the rest is overseer, but we can accept presidency for now. And Mr. Ali, as a Muslim, how could you accept presidency in a country don't belong to you when you're claiming day of arrival, and then you're talking about reparation in the UN, that the black people deserve reparation? Well, what the Guyanese, Amerindian, and the Indian one was beaten, raped, and killed by the same black people, what they deserve? One reparation. One what? Answer me, Ali. What they need? One reparation, the other one needs salvation, isn't it? Let it be known. Don't play with the English language, you guys look like y'all don't know it. One arrived, but not going back home. One emancipated, free, but don't want to go home. That means wherever you are is better than where you came from. You hypocrites. So I'm telling you here today, if Allah, Bhagwan and God take any one of you from parliament in heaven, I'm not saying you don't have some good one. Okay? I would like to see you there. But I tell you here today, among the two races, Mr. Ali, and all the leaders in the past, you're doing better than the rest. Plenty members in your party cannot lock up black people because they use them to beat and kill their own and deny justice in the courthouse. All right? You attack the United States ambassador, Miss Lynch, you black people. Even threaten, but America put Burnham in power and keep him in power, and they put Jagan in power until they send it to Walter Reed Hospital and the demisation comes. I hope you know what you're doing, but Mr. Ali, in respect to you, you're doing better than all of them. They might say you have 19 counts, but yet you're not in jail and you was not tried. But then again, Guyana don't have a courthouse. Who paid the biggest bill win. Kakuli loved to bribe and they love money. Judas was an Indian. Peter, who said he didn't know the man Christ, he also was an Indian. And look how nice it looked. And the black man who helped lift the cross off of Isa. As Jesus, he was a black man, an African. How that sound to y'all? Black people have more feelings, compassion, and love. Is the illiterate one, the uneducated one, the confused one, who misled, don't want to work, but want to live and everybody hold them something. I am asking you, Mr. Ali, there are a lot of nurses in Ghana, Nigeria, a lot of doctors, great teachers. They speak the language of English because we were all British. Why not bring them to Guyana and pay them a good salary? Give them land and place to build a house so they could bring more Ghanaian there with education. And when you talk about Islam, Ghana have 33% or maybe 36% black Muslim, faithful, honorable, decent, and very humble. Think of it. And today we are seeing the changes of the young Africans. They're all over the world. And we have to stop criticizing the white people for slavery, because white man was slave too. The Moors were black people, ruled Spain for 700 years. The Pharaoh was a black man. Caesar was a black man. Nebuchadnezzar was a black man. And Prophet Muhammad was a black man. Whether they say light skin or not, mulatto or mulatto, the point is, let's get down to what is reality and let's work together to save Tiger Bay and Guyana and the world. My friends, they are good amongst both races. So I congratulate you, Mr. Ali, for going to meet the Amerindian over the 10 million rack stone US dollar value. What about the money that Norway gives per year? Who take that money? I heard the Amerindian only get 15%. Why? It's their country. Can we go to the Ganges River and block it and take it away? Or the Angel Falls? May God have mercy upon the hypocrite souls. Y'all love to kill. I want to congratulate you on your newborn, a son, that Allah God or whoever blessed you with. And you're a young man. Don't listen to negative people. Don't join with Brazil, South Africa, India, Russia, China, and Saudi Arabia. Remember the teaching in the Bible. The devil number is 6. And here these 6. Saudi, the land of Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him, the most corrupt place in the Muslim way of life. Not Qatar, not Abu Dhabi, not Kuwait. I protest for Kuwait so they could get the freedom and Saddam invade them. All right? There are good people all over the world. But in a country like Saudi Arabia, where journalists can be killed in an embassy and nobody know, and where planes can fly and crash in the World Trade Center and the Pentagon and nobody wants to accept it? Come on. And you are linking with these kind of people, raping and killing African children who are going there for job, and men, beating them, Filipino and Indian, and you are calling in the name of Allah Ta'ala. And are you going there for Mecca? Come on, Ali. Build a place in Guyana so our black brothers from Africa could come and pray. Don't call it the Kaaba. Because when he said Kaaba, it sounds very bad, but that's an Arabic language. I believe if Allah make the world anyways blessed, no place is better than another. It's not like a woman make 12 children, name the first one January, she end up to December, and make 12 more, name them the same name. She was a bloody lunatic. And therefore, God didn't make this world and name no place better than the other. Come on. And it's only a foolish woman will give birth to 7 children and choose one over all of them. So Allah Bhagwana, God didn't discriminate against his prophets, nor the race that he produced. Why we, the black race, hate white man? You hate the Chinese man. You hate the Coolie man. You hate the Bok man. You hate the mixed man. And you hate any other man in yourself. That's why the tribal ancestors sold you. But you're good people amongst you. There are good people amongst the Indian race. But between the two of you, a black man or woman will give her last food or meal to a hungry child or a woman who needs. An Indian will enslave you and might give you the food, but insult you after. It's a living fact. Prove me wrong and cut off my head, Ali. Anything I talk about these two major races, I can back it up. Ask my sister-in-law, Indra C. Gobin, that married Rice and Alexander Chung. I should have killed the bastard. I even take him off of a ship and save his life before it went down, and him telling him I'm blow up and go down. And Michael Chung. Ask them. Arthur Chung, first cousin. My relative also, because I grew with them. You hypocrites. And if it wasn't for the Guyana wouldn't have get a so-called independence and let all Indians here. If the didn't join that coalition, the black people are ready to kill every Indian. Read the X-13 plan with the help of the CIA under JFK, John F. Kennedy, and the Ross Secretary of State. But again, America warned Cheney to come out of communism. But he sent Joey and Indrani to Canada and America while he sent them 17 to Cuba to get blown up over Barbados. Anyone of you remember them? Ali, make an appointment with the Kisoon who turned their workshop into a refugee place to help these Indian and other race who the black man and woman run out of Mackenzie and Wisma. Beat plenty and kill, take away the place in the market, the house, they still get it back onto now. And you black people talk about reparation? By who? No Indian or Chinese or Portuguese or Douglas or Buckman have a right to give you reparation. Take that up with the British consulate and sue England if you want reparation. But you better get your facts together. And the culture center belonged to the Indian people. Huli, born and take it away and build that. And you're talking about reparation? What you're talking about is revolution. And that will create a very good situation. And Venezuela will have to get it without firing a bullet. Don't let it cross that way. I'm trying to save you, Ali. And look at your Prime Minister, Mr. Philip. A black man chased him out of a house of God in Brooklyn. He couldn't even enter. And that's a house of God. And you stupid Indian, whenever a political leader comes to address the nation, Brooklyn, Queens, anyway, don't go and protest. Go listen, because that might be an angel in disguise. Not all black people are corrupt and confused and racial. Like not all Indians are covetous, vindictive, spiteful, and ungrateful. Come on, man. Imagine Sparrow and Canary sing a song about Indrani. And all of the Mahasabha, they went to Mahasabha with Bornam to stop it. But the Kuliba is singing in the wedding house. Give me little na bougie, me bomb my body na go no. My body there batika. What kind of bullshit is this? I want to screw my brother, wife, my brother na go no. Eh? But when the black man sing it in Calypso, all the coolie get mad and run quick to Burnham to stop the music. What nonsense is this? You people better come out of tribalism, ignorantism, and get wise. You, the young generation today, I called upon you to unite. The 65 members of parliament is not your friends and family. Come into election or they can give you a lot of money. Because George Correa, big mouth, George Correa like John the Baptist, is speaking out. I want you to have your house. Every police, military, nurse, doctor, teacher, civil servant must have their own home, not renting and squatting. Because you all are the real workers of the country, the real civil servant. Your ministers in government was only hired to do book work. Y'all are the one to protect it from foreign invaders and to protect it from itself. So you, the military, the police, the teachers who are teaching the next generation leaders, and the nurses, doctors, let's unite and put Guyana forward. Forget the past and go forward. And may God be with all of you. And please subscribe to my channel and press the bell so you'll get the next update. And I am your host, George Correa. May God Bhagwan Allah be with all of you. Peace.